parting company with Anthony Hannah. So let's find out a little bit more from band members David Heath and Danny Morris. Thank you very much for coming in this morning.
You're welcome.
So Anthony's gone.
He's gone. He's decided to go solo.
What did you do to him?
Well, we tortured him a little bit. No, he's... I think even when we started the band, we knew Anthony always aspired to be a solo star, and people could always tell he stood a bit further away from us. He liked his own space, but it wasn't a shock to us, was it, when he sat us down and told us? So.
At a rehearsal.
Did it cause a lot of friction?
Do you know what? We all got along. That's the thing about it. We were all like we are brothers, brothers, aren't we? And when he left, can't stand him really. But no, when he left, it was like a shock. But at the beginning, but now we're getting on with it and still carrying on with all the gigs and going strong. So
you're hunting for a new band member. What's your idea? What's the criteria then that people get involved?
Basically, between age 18 to 24, male.
Oh, damn it. You see, Totty and Denise were quite interested in applying, so are you going to break a few hearts there?
But basically, we're just looking for someone with their own style, nothing similar to us. Want someone that just, like, sticks out.
And not an anti-lookalike.
Because everyone said, oh, we look like Anthony, but that's not what we're looking for.
Right. Why do you need the 4 then? Why not just stick with the 3 of you?
Because we were formed on like a 4-part harmony basis. So for us now, when we're doing like our a cappella songs, it's still just like there's something missing.
Yeah.
Right.
So just to get that sound and that feel back, we need somebody else.
And of course, Louis Walsh is quite heavily involved, isn't he? He's encouraged you to sort of search out a new. But how much involvement is he going to have in that? Is he going to be helping to pick the band member?
Louis, like throughout the X Factor, said to us, like, because obviously he knew Anthony wanted to go solo anyway, so he'd say, oh, you need a new member, you need a new member. But then that never happened. But now we speak to Louis on the phone every now and again. And basically we're just taking advice off him. He's not going to like be there to help us.
Oh, right, okay.
He's just he's sort of just like someone to call on if we need advice and things like that.
So it takes the pressure off a little bit for people that might be thinking about applying, because I just think that must be so terrifying. I've got so much respect for anyone who puts themselves through the X Factor auditions. I can't imagine how terrifying that must be.
It is bad, but like as you say, the pressure that other people give is worse. Like, because we just sort of walked in, didn't know what to expect, and then as we stood on that X and seen them 3, it's not just them 3. There's like 50 people. Like,
but you just go on autopilot, don't you? The adrenaline kicks in, and it just autopilot, and everything's a bit of a blur.
It is a blur. It's definitely a blur. I can't even imagine.
It's sad when you look back at it and see how stupid you were when you got through. When you started, you
Why did I think that was a good idea?
No way.
So what's been going on then for Eton Road since we saw you on X Factor last year?
Well, we haven't stopped working, to be honest. We came out in it was like the first week of December, I think, and as soon as we came out, like the week after, we was busy. We was booked right up until June without nearly a day off. And there was times when we had 3 shows in one night. We've done GAY in London, which was fantastic for us, because that's like probably one of our main fan bases, is like the gay scene.
Excellent.
So that was good for us, but then since then we've been out of the country to Ibiza. We've travelled up and down the country and out of the country too many times. I hate flying as well. It's horrible.
Better get used to it.
I hate it. I can't get used to it, and still, every time we get on a plane, I'm sitting there a nervous wreck.
So for people who don't necessarily know any of your work, how would you describe your sound and sort of what sets you apart from other boy bands?
We just, I don't know, we just have something different, like we're more like...
Weird looking.
Yeah, weird looking. We don't go for like the proper typical dancing boy bands, we're more like...
Laid back,
and we just go for more harmonising than just...
And you seem to have your own individual styles as well, rather than all being exactly the same as each other.
I think that was like our main point, wasn't it, when we was on X Factor? Like, that's the thing you all picked out, because like David and Jay, sort of like really nicely dressed, polished lads. Anthony, a bit, I won't say weird.
A one-off.
Yeah. He's got his own style, so we're diplomatic here.
Me, just typical...
Scally from Liverpool.
We love our Scally here, the stereotype. So is that very important then when you're hunting out this next member, that they must have a very definite style and not necessarily sort of emulate what you guys already have? You need somebody who's
their own look,
just their own look.
Exactly, whoever they are, but they need to have a really strong voice. That's the main thing we're looking for as well. Another strong voice.
Like, you couldn't sing for us this morning, could you?
No,
James is poor.
James is ill, yeah, he's in hospital as we speak, getting a scan. But hopefully he'll be better. We'll find out today.
We hope so. We'll send him our best. Well, thank you very much for coming in. I believe it's quite nostalgic this morning, because the Lowry was where you did your first audition, wasn't it?
It was. So we were going past with a little bit of a tear and all that, but it was good. Yeah.
And if people want to audition, where can they do it in Manchester? I know you're doing it in 3 places.
Yeah, it's the 31st of August in Tiger.
In Tiger, which is just across the way from here. You're also going to be holding auditions if there's anybody watching outside of Manchester, down in London, that's right, isn't it?
That's on the 5th
of September.
Right.
In Tiger again, and the 7th in the Liverpool Empire.
And like you said, it's anybody can apply.
Anybody.
As long as you're male.
As long as you're male.
And as long as they've not reached the ripe old age of 24.
Come along if you want to.
We can't have a granddad in the band, Joe.
Why not?
You've just alienated everybody over 24 then, you do realise. Guys, thank you very much for coming in and good luck with your search. You'll have to keep us updated.
Oh, no,
thank you.
We will. You'll have to come back on when you've got your new member.
Yes, definitely.
Now you've said it now,
Give you the song.
Okay.
Got it
All
on
the
tape.
best with your search.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's it for today's show, but make sure